What's going on, guys? Your boy Maze, we're back with another video, and in today's video guys, me doing the showcase for Albedo on SKOLL and HATI. Now, do I think Albedo is going to be a good character on SKOLL and HATI? I think she'll be pretty good. This is going to be the team we're going to be rocking in today's video, guys. We're going to be rocking her with LR, Liz, Freyr, and Thonar here, and the reason why we're rocking this setup is because I want to make sure we're healthy so that Albedo is able to do a ton of counters as much as we can get. And the whole kind of setup that we got going here is 30% basic stats with LR Liz. We do have the all stats and they come as buffs as well for Albedo, and then obviously Thonar is going to be giving the attack related buff, and she's the main one that you use on SKOLL and HATI for DPS regardless. And then for the actual card set here, we are going to be running basic stat card set. Now I could probably run like Nanashi and even other basic stat boosters for Albedo, but with this setup, guys, this is more of a realistic setup you guys can run and actually use it to farm SKOLL and HATI and do very well in. And so this is going to be the setup we're going to run here. In terms of the actual the run itself, do I think Albedo is going to be better here than on the bird? I don't really necessarily think so. I think Albedo will probably perform a little bit better on the bird, but this is still going to be a really good spot for her to be used. Now I do have her outfits as you guys saw from the bird showcase, so I have all of her outfits right here. And then for her actual gear, we're going to be rocking HP defense UR gear. If you guys are wondering what the best gear set is for all the collab characters, check out that video as well. And then for the rest of the team here, this is the rest of the gear. We're going to be rocking HP defense Liz, attack crew damage Freyr, and then attack crew resistance Thonar as per usual, with the links obviously all HP defense. So let's hop in, guys, and let's see what Albedo is able to do. Alright guys, so hopping into floor 1 of SKOLL and HATI here, let's see if we're able to abuse Albedo's counter and maybe one bang the dogs. Now the thing is with the dogs on floor 1 is that the final phase does not have damage cap regardless, but Albedo is able to bypass damage cap on the first 2 phases of the dogs, right, on at least floor 1. Floor 2 will be able to do that regardless, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure we get our 3 hits in. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm actually going to stance up here with Albedo so we get all of the attack related stats from Thonar, while also building up basic stats with Liz, and then applying the counter so that we can deal a ton of damage on the actual white dog right here. So we do the counter right there. We have the attack related up. Let's see what we're doing here, man. Also, another thing too is that the black dog can actually mess with your stances, right? So that's one thing. You probably have to kill the black dog as quick as you can, just so that you don't have to deal with that issue, right? So right here, we do actually counter twice, and we do bypass damage cap with those counters, guys. You guys saw like 280 on the second one, and the first one was like 213. That's pretty good, you know what I mean? That's definitely really good. What I'm gonna do though, so that we can move into the next phase with pretty good setup here, is I'm gonna make sure we get the ultimate here with Freyr and then Albedo as well. I mean, this should be good, right? We're gonna get the ultimate by doing these 3 skills right here. Thonar is gonna push up ultimate for the rest of the team. If you guys don't know, Thonar Holy Relic is gonna make us do that, right? So we're just gonna waste these 2 cards onto the left dog, and even this one right here, and then we're just gonna waste the single target Freyr into the actual main dog right here, which should kill, right? Yeah, there we go. So we get the kill, and then we actually move into the next phase here, and look at the setup we got here, guys. We're gonna have like everybody's ultimate going into this phase, and this is gonna be really nice because we can just bypass this phase instantly and not necessarily have to worry about what the actual dog's gonna do here. I'm gonna set up the stance though now so we get the attack related up once the stance leaves. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna drop the ultimates here. So let's do this, and then let's do this, and then what we'll do is we'll do the Elizabeth ultimate next turn when we do the stance, pretty much, right? Because that's going to be a lot of damage. I'm curious to see how much damage she can do, and that's on a phase that doesn't have damage cap regardless, so we'll really be able to see how strong she's going to be. So let's see here. We're hopping into phase 3 of the dogs right here, so let's see what we're able to do, man. The only thing that I'm concerned about here, which could be a little bit of a detriment, is him attacking first. I hope he doesn't attack first, man. If he does, it's gonna suck. What I'll do though is I'll do the oh wait, let me cleanse actually. Let's do that. Let's do this, and I'm gonna set up the stance, and I'm gonna do single target onto the left dog. Let's see how much damage that does. So we're gonna do that. Get an extra buff on Albedo right there too. We get the attack related up from Liz, which oh, it doesn't overwrite the Thonar attack related. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. 328k right there, pretty good. Right, no damage cap there to stop that. Yeah, so that's what I mean. So the dog automatically starts with the stance right there. So you gotta kind of hope he doesn't have the stance removal, I mean. Because if he does get the stance removal, then there really isn't anything you can do, right? So that kind of sucks right there. But let's see. Is he going to be attacking this turn? He is. It's only him too, which sucks. Okay. What we'll do then is we'll make sure we get the ultimate with Freyr. So what I'll do is I'll do that. We'll move. Well, what we could do actually is we could do this, and then we could just move Freyr card because that's going to give us ultimate with Freyr. And then right there, we should be able to just one-bang the rest. I don't think, unfortunately, I can do really too much right here with Albedo. I mean, I can ult with her next turn, right? And that's going to be good. But there isn't really anything else I can do here. Let's see. We have ultimate on everybody, which is good. Yeah, Thonar's going to take a little bit of damage right there. But this is mainly just to see, like, what she's capable of, though, right, guys? So, like, I don't think this is going to be, like, a super quick team. But, you know, I guess the job done, right? So there we go. We take the AoE. And then we take that AoE as well. We actually gonna patience that too, which is crazy, man. Let's do the this right here, and then we'll drop Albedo ult first and see if that's enough to kill all of them, man. So let's drop that, and then we'll waste this card too, and that should move us into the next phase. So let's see how much this ultimate does. Considering we don't have a stance, yeah, I mean that's pretty good. I mean 1.3 million, you know, no damage cap, you know, very good damage considering that's 1 out of 6, right? I did not have a stance either, so that's pretty good. All right, let's see what she's able to do on phase 2. Alright guys, so we are hopping into floor 2 here for SKOLL and HATI. What I'm going to try to do this time is I'm going to try to kill the Dark Dog on the final phase before, just so that he doesn't remove the stance, right? Now I want to see how much damage the White Dog is going to take from those counters once we start racking up the damage. That's what I'm kind of, you know, curious to see, right? Let's see if we're able to do that. So what I'm going to do is turn 1, we're just going to go for the exact same setup. Get the attack related up from Thonar's passive and then set up the stance here. And let's just see how much we're doing on the counters to the White Dog here, and if we can do a lot. So let's actually see. So we do the single target right there, we set up the stance, and then now right here, let's see how much the dog's going to be doing to us. So let's see the damage here. We go to the AoE. That's going to do a good chunk of damage. We're going to counter, and it's going to do 60k, so that there's no crit there, right? But now we're building up the attack related stats, and as you guys can see, as we're racking up that attack related stats, right, we're obviously going to be hitting hard every you know, counter after the counter. So we didn't crit right there, but if we were able to crit, we would have did a little bit more. What we'll do here is we'll do a single target with Thonar right there just to fill gauge, and then we will also do, I guess, follow up as well. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's do this, and we'll make sure we kill the dog with the single target follow up from Freyr at the end right there, right? So we'll do the double single target here with Thonar, and then we'll do AoE with Liz just so we can get you know, a pretty juicy heal right there. Or, you know, it's not going to be too good of a heal right there, but a single target with Freyr here is going to finish it off. So boom, just like that, 226k damage right there, and we're moving into the next phase here, guys. Let's see what we're able to do on this phase. I think what we could do here, we don't have stance, unfortunately, but I think what we could do, since he doesn't, well, he has infect, but we have cleanse, right, which is really good. So we can actually kind of bypass that. We are stance locked here. So what I'll do is we'll just do damage with Albedo. Let's see if these single targets do enough. I'm gonna gauge fill as well for Elizabeth after we drop all these ultimates. So let's do that, and we'll hold on to Freyr ultimate for that final phase when we attack the Dark Dog again as well. So good damage though. I mean, 236k, it's not going to be damage cap, but I still think that's fairly good considering, you know, the circumstance we're in, and, you know, being on the HP defense set as well, right? So let's see, targeting into Thonar right there, goes for the AoE, that's going to be the infect, but remember, bringing LR Liz here is going to be great because we do have the cleanse as well, and we can't get frozen. Yep, we're not going to be able to get frozen right there, which is great. So we're just going to do this, and then we're just going to do a bunch of heal cards here with Liz, and I think that probably finishes it off, right? We could definitely do, like, I guess we'll just rip the Albedo ultimate too, because I think going into the next phase we should be good considering the setup we're in right now, right? So yeah, AoE right there, we get a pretty juicy heal, we do that, and then we follow up with the ultimate with Albedo. That's going to do 267k, pretty good. That is second phase, so there is damage cap right there, and if we can get a counter here and kill the left dog instantly, that's going to be a really good setup. So let's see if we're able to do that, and also not get frozen. Or we get frozen. Okay, let's do this then. Let's do that. So we'll get a gauge fill, right? Let's do, yeah, no, we don't have a stance anyway, so I think that's honestly fine. Okay, so ultimate with Freyr first. Let's merge this. Let's do this, and then I'm gonna do that as well. So that's gonna fill gauge onto Albedo because we're moving her cards to make sure she has maximum ultimate move gauge regardless, right? Just so we don't get frozen, but also so she's able to actually get buffs back. So we'll do that and also get the attack related buff, right? That's gonna be good. So Elizabeth gets frozen right there. Do we top deck a counter? We don't. Thonar gets attacked right here as well, and then we do take an AoE, which is gonna cleanse Elizabeth, which is good. But remember, guys, we want to see the counter damage on Albedo by countering against the white dog. So if we can kill the dark dog right here, which would be a pretty good setup, and we do top take the stance as well, that could be really good. I'm actually going to do this, and then what we can do as well is we can do single target to here. We can do this, and then we'll stance up now. And let's just see, considering we do have the buffs, right? We have the crit chance, we have the crit damage, alongside the fact that we have the stance up and we have the attack related up from Thonar that's going to refresh right there. It's going to be pretty good to see how much damage this counter does. Let's see, man. So we have 5 buffs right there. Let's see what this is looking like. This should be good though. This should be good damage. Let's see what this is going to look like. So he goes for the attack. AoE right there. We're not going to take any, and boom. So we counter kill him for 684k. Not bad. Right, not bad. That's pretty good. And if you can get in a scenario like that, the counter is going to do a lot of damage, right, guys? So that's pretty good. Let's hop into the final floor, guys, and let's see what Albedo is able to do on floor 3. Alright, guys, we are hopping into the floor 3 of SKOLL and HATI here, man. As you guys saw from that floor 2, Albedo did really good. She countered for 600k. That's exactly what we want to see from Albedo, man. If we're able to kill the dark dog first, we can use Albedo to counter the white dog, and that's where we're going to be dealing a ton of damage for what we need, right? That's exactly what we need. So let's see if we can get a good setup like that, like we did on the first run. Let's do this, and I'm going to set up the stance right here, just so that we, you know, get the 3 hits in, get the attack related up, and then setting up the stance right there with Albedo will make it so that we can counter the white dog on the first turn, and we'll see how much damage that's able to do. And this is going to be a good heal for basic stats right there as well from LR Liz. So let's see what we can actually do here. So he's going to attack into Albedo here. We do have the 1 attack related up from Thonar, so we only have 1 buff, right? 145k, not bad. We do have another attack related up. Let's see. Second one, boom, 199. Yeah, let's see. We have 3 now. Let's see the AoE. Boom. So now we're at 271. You see how it starts to ramp up? The damage ramp up from, you know, Albedo is really, really good, though. 46k attack. Not bad, man. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this right here. Let's do this, and then we'll finish off with this. That should honestly kill him right there. And with that, we should be able to get Albedo ultimate for the next phase. That's going to be a gauge fill, too. So there we go, yeah. So we do have ultimate with Albedo, and look at the damage. Okay, so 309k, that's almost damage cap right there, just from her attack card alone, right? We didn't even need to see the counter there for damage there. We actually just did a good chunk of damage on the initial hit, so that's really good. So what we'll do here is we'll do the ultimate with Albedo, and then we'll follow up with this right here with Thonar, do this single target right here with Freyr, and then I guess we could follow up again. But this shouldn't kill, but it'll do a good chunk of damage. I want to save the counter for the final phase, guys, considering last time we only got the counter after, like, what? We had to wait a few turns to actually get that, so I think this will be the setup. And, you know, with the gauge fill from, you know, Thonar right there, we have Elizabeth ultimate as well, so we can get another attack related up, and also build up attack related just by getting hit by the black dog right here, right? So let's see. He's gonna go for the debuff right there. Hopefully he goes for an AoE infect from the dark dog. Yup, that's good. So we can actually cleanse that because we have LR Liz here, which is good. And that's why I like running LR Liz as well on SKOLL and HATI for a team like this, just for showcase, because you can get a setup like that where, you know, you're able to do that extra damage, which I think is good. I think what we could do then right here, yeah, so we're gonna get the attack related up, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough damage with these 2 attacks. Let's try though. You know, maybe we get enough, so we'll give it a shot. We'll do that. Get the full heal, that's going to be the basic stat increase. We go for the attack right there with Albedo, and that's going to do 268k. Freyr's going to do 190 right there, so it's not going to be enough. We do have ultimate with Albedo here as well, which we should be able to get that off, and that could be big for us. Let's see, man. So he's going to set up the stance right there. We do have stance removal, though, so we could actually remove that. Let's do the stance removal first, and then we'll see what we could do with that. So let's do that. And then we'll do the ultimate with Albedo right there, and then just waste this. And then next turn, I'm going to set up the stance. I think that's exactly what we should do, actually. Because with that, we'll be able to do a ton of damage with the counter, and there's literally nothing that the boss can do. Because we're going to obviously ult with Freyr into the black dog and make sure we kill him turn 1, right? Let's try that. Let's try that. I think that's going to be a really good setup. So let's see here. The all stats one is going to be kind of bad. Hopefully it doesn't hit into Albedo there. Let's see. She does get frozen and she gets hit by that. That's honestly rough, man. It is what it is, guys, man. This is what it's gonna look like though when running Albedo. At least you guys get like an idea of what it looks like though, man. This is probably it, you know what I mean? This is what you're gonna get when you're running her. She's not bad. I think, you know, she's definitely a good character on this, but I wouldn't say this is gonna be her best activity. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I think, you know, running her on Bird is gonna be a lot better, but this is still an option though. You can run Albedo on this and she's gonna perform pretty well. So let's see here. I wanna make sure we kill the white dog here with counters. That's what I want to do. So let's see if we can take some hits here, and then maybe we can abuse the counters. So we're gonna take the AoE right there, get a 1 attack related stack, and then what we want to do here as well is let's do this, and then this, and then I think that should be good, right? Yeah, because we'll get the attack related up, and we can set up the counter, and I think this should do a good chunk of damage. Let's see. So we do that. We follow up with the single targets with Albedo. It's gonna do 136 right there on the rank 2. Let's see. It's gonna do 216. That's not bad, you know. 216 is not bad. Let's see. So we are taunted. He goes for the gauge reduction. We are gonna counter 147k, not a lot. We do have the all stats lower passive, remember guys, so that is gonna, you know, lower our damage right there on the counters, but that's still not bad considering what we were able to do right there. So let's do this. Let's do this. We'll get this defense related buff as well, and then we'll follow up with a, I guess we'll do this. I want to see how much damage this does right here, because we have what, that's 5-6 buffs right there, and then we're, oh no, 7 buffs, right? Or no, am I mistaken? I think that's either 6 or 7 buffs right there. Let's see. Let's see here. We have, that is 6 buffs. Okay, let's see what this looks like then. Let's see. So boom, 0-4. That's with the attack lower too, right? That's with the attack lower. So now we're at 7 buffs. We go for the counter. Boom, 386. Yeah. So this is kind of what you guys can expect, man, from an Albedo. I think she's good. I don't think this is going to be her best content. Obviously, there's faster farming teams for SKOLL and HATI. But there you guys go, man. That is the showcase of Albedo on SKOLL and HATI. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is Albedo good in SKOLL and HATI? Are you going to be running her yourself? I think for more of an easy team, this is definitely one that can just like ease you through SKOLL and HATI. And you won't really need to do much other than set up counters and stuff. Just kind of, you know, be wary about the black dog and make sure that you kill him before you set up a stance with Albedo. Because as you guys can saw from that, my first to floor, you guys saw the issue that we had with the stance right there. But that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.